let's not forget, they done the double against us last year. You see me, this game is all about revenge for me. They ruined our title chances. Welcome back to Man Them Talk Arsenal. I'm Therese, I'm trying to say, and yo, I'm not gonna lie to you lot, bro. The nerves running through these veins right now. Oh my days, we've got such a big game for the second game of the season. 5:30 kickoff on a Saturday, away, Aston Villa versus Arsenal. But before I start this match preview, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn post notifications on to be notified every time we make a video. And I want to start this video off by talking about our first game of the season, which was a 2-0 win against Wolves. And I'm not going to lie, in the fan camp, it kind of seemed like I was ungrateful, but I was never adapting. It was just that I wasn't really too convinced about the performance. But now that I've taken a step back and I've watched all of the other Premier League games that happened last weekend, that there wasn't a standout performer. You know, there wasn't a team that took everyone by surprise. So I realised I can't really be too harsh on Arsenal because, like every other team, we're still trying to figure out how we're going to move for the rest of the other 37 games of the Premier Leagues. Other teams are still going to make new signings and stuff. So this isn't going to be our best version. It's the first game of the season. So you know what? I've understood that, and now I'm at peace with the 2-0 win against Wolves. You know what I mean? I feel like, listen, there was a period of time for like 10-15 minutes where Wolves could have scored 2 goals. If it wasn't for David Raya that game, you know, I believe they could have maybe won that game or gotten a point at least. And that's what I'm saying. I'm still just missing that clinical edge, you know, just like someone that's going to put away a chance, one goal. That's what I want. Martinelli, he had a couple of chances. He looked bright. It's his decision making. He didn't make the right decisions that game. Partey, he was kind of good, but it was kind of sloppy at the same time. I'm even seeing on Twitter people coming for him saying his legs are gone. And I just think he needs more game time. But if he gets more game time and he's like his legs are still not there, well, with Simon Reina now, that's when you bring him in and that, you know what I mean? So that's why I like the competition that's going on right now. I can't like the defense was shaky, you know, Gabriel and Saliba. David Raya was saving the arse, man. That's probably his best performance I've seen in the Arsenal shirt, goalkeeping wise, you know what I mean, from David Raya. I mean, saving wise. I was really impressed with him against Wolves, man. But there wasn't really much to take away from that win. It was a win that was needed. First game of the season that sets the temperature for the rest of the season. You know what I mean? It's a statement win, man. It shows them that we're ready. We kept a clean sheet. We scored 2 brilliant goals. The assist from Saka for the Havertz goal, that cross was absolutely beautiful. And then Havertz, right place, right time, beautiful header. And then Saka's goal, bruv. That's the Saka that I want to see. If we keep that Saka for the rest of that year, we need that Saka against Aston Villa, bro. Yeah, because last season, I'll be real, when we played Aston Villa, where was Saka? He went ghost time. I'm gonna be real. The left back clamped him up, and I cannot let that happen again. Saka, you have to be on your game if we want to beat this Aston Villa. Let's not forget, they done the double against us last year. Are we going to let that happen again? No, because you see me, this game is all about revenge for me. They ruined our title chances. They beat us 2-0. Yeah, are we going to have that? Are we mugs? No, we're not. So we're going to go out there at their stadium and we're going to put in a performance. Do you understand? Their first game of the season against West Ham. I can't lie. West Ham, for me, they deserve the win. Aston Villa, they started off good. You know, they had a corner. They scored a goal. Annan on his debut. Well done. But after that goal, I can't lie, West Ham picked up. Kudus was absolutely balling in that game, bro. It had me regretting that we did not sign him, bro. I can't lie. He had the defence on toast. And for me, if they were clinical, if Fulkrug was on the pitch longer, I feel like they could have scored 3-4 goals and then they could have killed the game. But they didn't. And then Aston Villa, they bring on Duran, and I don't know if you man saw him on Instagram live doing all of this because he wanted to sign for West Ham in it. Yeah, he goes and scores the winner, and he's like, I'm staying to the Aston Villa fans. It had to happen in it. Of course, he's rumoured to go to West Ham, but he stays and he scores. So Aston Villa, they ended up winning the game 2-1. But for me, West Ham, they should have capitalised on their chances, man. And that showed for me that game that this Aston Villa team is not quite ready. Watkins, listen, yeah, their main striker, we saw him get subbed off around the 60th minute. You know why? Because he's not played any preseason minutes. Emery just threw him into the deep end, and I feel like he's still not ready. And listen, if Saliba and Gabriel are on their game, I feel like they can have him because he's the one that caused us problems last season. You know what I mean? I think he got the assist in the 1-0 win away, and then at the Emirates Stadium, he's the one that scored. You know what I mean? So I feel like if we can look him up, we've got a serious chance of winning this match, man. And listen, I'm looking at the high line. I'm looking at Martinelli. I'm looking at Havertz. I'm looking at Jesus. I'm looking at these men with pace. You men have to get in behind. We have to exploit that high line. I feel like that's the chance we have to win this game, man. Martinelli, you've got to be on your game. He was bright against Wolves, like I said, but it was just the decision making, man. And we saw that in the Emirates Cup as well. He had so many chances, but it was just that decision making. I don't know what's happened since. Listen, it's not like your decision making has always been bad. You scored 15 goals in the Premier League, but after that season, I don't know what's happened. But you see in this Wolves, in this Aston Villa game, I'm gonna need you. For me, I feel like you're gonna be that person that can win us this game if it comes down to a 0-0 and we just need one person to score a goal. You know what I mean? So I'm depending on you, Martinelli. And am I confident that we beat Aston Villa? Yes, I am. Because like I said, I feel like they're not ready. Not to say we've been the best, but I feel like if we put in a performance, our midfield has to be on it. Whoever starts in that midfield, Arteta has to get it right first and foremost. But if he does get it right, I feel like the players, they have to put in a job. And I feel like we can nullify them. We can honestly nullify them. I'm not too... What's the word? I'm not scared by them. I'm confident in my team, and I believe we can go and get that win. And without further ado, let's get into the starting 11. The starting 11 I want to see. So of course in goal, I want to go with David Raya. Like I said, he put in a really good performance against Wolves. I need you to carry on that form for the rest of the season, especially in this Aston Villa game. And yeah, man. Right back, of course, I'm going to go Ben White. He was probably our best defender against Wolves. I'm not gonna lie. He didn't get drawn out in defence and none of that. So I'm gonna go with Benny Blanco, of course, Mr. Reliable. Centre back pairing, I'm of course gonna go with Saliba and Gabriel, man, partners in crime. Yes, they did not play well against Wolves, but I'm expecting them to pick up their form and play a good game against Ollie Watkins because we're gonna need it, man. And sorry, I didn't talk about their wingers as well, yeah. Leon Bailey, he was dangerous in that West Ham game. Whoever on that left-hand side, you need to clamp him up. I'm not going to lie. And then even that Rodgers guy, Ramsey, they've got a couple of good wingers, man. You know what I mean? So for me, we need to win this game in defence as well. Our defence has to be up for it. You know, one-on-one battles, just clamping them up. That's what I need, man. But anyways, like I said, Saliba and Gabriel on defence. And then left back, this is where a conversation has to be had. Because for me, Zinchenko didn't have a bad game against Wolves. But you see, when Timber came on, he just showed levels, bruv. That was like, I remember one time, yeah, we took a short corner and then he weaved his way through like 3-4 defenders. I don't know how, and we nearly scored from it because he nearly crossed it in the box. But his quality and his defending skills, I'm thinking against a Leon Bailey, I can't like, we may need him. Zinchenko might get found out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, innit? Because like I said, I feel like Zinchenko deserves to start. In pre-season, he's performed really well. In the Wolves game, he performed really well. But against Leon Bailey, man, is he going to survive? I think he'll get skinned, man. Zinchenko, you don't deserve to be dropped, but it's tactical reasons, man. So I would go with Timber that game, not Calafiori, because I don't think he even got minutes against Wolves, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna go with Timber. You know what? Not to say he plays the full 90, but I feel like he needs to get the job done. While he's on the pitch, he needs to get the job done against Leon Bailey. I want to see your attack and output as well. Hope up Martinelli, man. So Timber, I'm depending on you. I'm putting my trust in you. Zinchenko does not deserve to be dropped. So you better put in a 10 out of 10 performance, you know what I mean? So my back four is Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Timber, and then onto the midfield for me. This is where also another conversation needs to be had. So, of course, Declan Rice and Odegaard, they're cemented into the midfield. But this is where I have a discussion. Do I start Partey? Do I start Jorginho? Is Marino going to be ready for that game? Probably not, I'll be real. He's doing his medical today. What am I even talking about? But Havertz as well. Can Havertz play into that midfield role? I look at this Aston Villa team, and again, I look at the high line. I see, are they ready? I don't think we need to go too defensive. I don't think we need that double pivot of Partey and Declan Rice. So I'm going to go Havertz, bro. I'm going to go Havertz. Yes, he played striker and he scored last game. I know we've seen him in the midfield and it didn't work, but in pre-season it did for me. I think against Bayern Leverkusen, he played midfield. He got 2 assists and 1 goal, you know what I mean? And I just feel like we need the bodies up front. I feel like the decoy runs he makes from the midfield, yeah, it's going to confuse them, and he's going to get in behind and expose the high line. Let's be Havertz is rapid, you know. It doesn't look like he's fast, but he's fast. And I feel like we're going to need that in the midfield, you know what I mean? I feel like Odegaard and Declan Rice, they can handle the midfield on their own, you know, control it. But I need Havertz getting in behind, you know what I mean? So that's the midfield three I'm going to go with. Let me know if you start Partey or Jorginho or Havertz. Am I right? Let me know in the comments, man. And then onto the front three, of course, Bukayo Saka, you're going to start right wing. Left wing, I spoke about it briefly. Yes, I'm starting Martinelli. I'm not going to really start Trossard. You know what it is? I feel like Trossard is just better in the games where it's a low block. And you know what I mean? He does have to run in behind. Because I saw it against Bayern Munich, yeah? He was the only one up there. We tried to play a long ball to him. He does have the pace. It's just fact. And I feel like we need that raw pace against that Aston Villa team that plays a high line. I just keep on repeating myself, but it's the truth. And I feel like they can get exploited there. And we need Martinelli running them behind. It's just that simple, man. If Martinelli can get to the form he was 2 seasons ago, I feel like we're in for a very good season. But it's just a matter of fact about if. And this can be a game where he kind of picks up his form, man, because this is his game, like I said, man, a game to run him behind, you know, one-on-one with the defender. Listen, where's your trademark finish gone? You see when he just runs in behind you and he kind of cuts in and just like he just passes it into the bottom, into the far corner, bro. I need to see that, man. And I have a feeling he's gonna do it at this game. So Martinelli, I'm gonna start you left wing, but striker. I've started Havertz in midfield. So am I gonna go Jesus or am I gonna go Trossard? And for me, I'm gonna go Jesus. I was really impressed with Jesus in pre-season, and I feel like subbing on Trossard before Jesus in the Wolves game, that was kind of uncalled for. I feel like that wasn't really a good call from the Arteta, man. You know, Jesus, he scored a banger in the Emirates Cup against Bayern Leverkusen, and I feel like he deserves to start, man. You know what? I'm gonna be on his case though. If he doesn't put in a good performance by half time, I'll sub him off by 60th minute. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna give you that leeway. I'm giving you the chance, but don't push it too far. You know what I mean? Jesus, I feel like you can bully these defenders again. I'm gonna need your pace, and I feel like your hold up play can be very crucial. You know, in letting Martinelli and Saka running behind. So I'm gonna start Jesus, man. I feel like my lineup is different to others. I feel like other people would have started Zinchenko and would have started Partey and would have started Havertz in midfield. But hey, this is my lineup. Let me know where you disagree with me, and let's go into the predictions now. Do I think we'll concede? Do I think Ollie Watkins will bag? He has a good record against us, don't he? I'm gonna back my team though. I'm gonna go another 2-0 win. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Arsenal. I feel like it's going to be a convincing win, a better performance than we had at Wolves. And I feel like, from minute one, we're going to go out there with a high tempo, and I don't think they'll be able to keep up with us. And I just feel like we should blow them away by the first half, and the defense just kind of keeps us in the game. That's what I'm hoping for, and that's what I believe will happen, man. So I'm going to put my body in the line, like I said. 2-0 win to Arsenal against Aston Villa, man. And that's my match preview done. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn post notifications, also be notified every time we make a video. This has been my Talk Arsenal. I'm Therese, I'm trying to say, and I'm out. Peace.